In this lesson, we're going to talk about how accounts receivable days, that is, the number of days it takes your customers to pay you, can be set in StratPad and how you can use it to see what changes it makes in your cash flow. So as you've just seen me do, click on Loans, Assets, and Investments and make sure you're clicked on to Accounts Receivable. And you can see here that accounts receivable is set to 0 days. And what that means is our customers pay you at the time of sale. In other words, there's no lag or delay. You don't invoice them when you sell it and then they pay you 15 days or 30 days later. If your accounts receivable days is set to 0, in your financial reports, under your statement of cash flows, you'll see that there will be no change related to accounts receivable. Now let me come back to this because that may not be very clear. Let's go back to write your plan and let's move this up to 30 days. In other words, let's assume that your customers on average will pay you 30 days later, and then let's go back into financial reports. In your statement of cash flows, it now shows an adjustment, and it's a negative adjustment coming from accounts receivable. And what this means is that money that you should have received in October is not being received to the tune of $25,000, which negatively impacts your cash. The cash at the end of the month is now going to be $49,508. Remember that number. Let's go back to write your plan, and then let's move this up from 30 to 0 again. And go back into financial reports. You see that 49,000 is now increased to 74,000 because there is no delay on you getting your cash. What you want to do here with Write Your Plan is simply to understand what your business model is and then to put in the appropriate number of days here. If your terms are 30 days, the average time that your customers will pay you in is likely in around the 15 days or 20 days. If you're using credit cards, the average time for you to get paid will likely be in the 2 to 3 days. Whatever it is, set it here, and then the financial reports, in particular the statement of cash flows at the bottom line, that will give you a more accurate reflection of how much cash you will have at the end of each month. Take a few seconds now to go into your plan and set your accounts receivable days to the appropriate number.